We're here with another edition of SVG Sports Tech On Demand. I'm Jason Dackman, Chief Editor at SVG, and I have a good friend of our organization here, Nick from Object Matrix. Nick, how are you today? Where are you calling us from?
I'm very good, thank you. I'm calling you from sunny Wales, where it is actually sunny after yesterday's deluge.
Sure.
I'm very well, and how are you?
I'm doing quite well. Happy to talk to you. Hopefully we get a in-person meeting soon, but I wanted to talk to you today about, you guys were very much early adopters and early trendsetters when it came to hybrid cloud and multi-cloud, based around an object storage backbone. So in terms of what you've seen, especially with the way the pandemic has impacted production workflows, are you seeing people move more now to those hybrid and multi-cloud workflows?
I think this has probably been echoed by a number of people. I don't know whether it's more or whether there's been an acceleration of plans, if you know what I mean.
Right.
I think there are certain organizations that can't move to the cloud and therefore need more of a maybe on-prem hybrid approach. And also, I think where we were in sort of pre-2020, people moving to that environment, there was it was a very common sense conversation in that people understood what the benefits of cloud were versus on-prem. And I think that it almost became like a gold rush in 2020 that everyone had to go to cloud.
Right.
And therefore we saw this mass sort of adoption of how can we do it? How quickly can we do it? What platforms can we use? And that obviously being, as you say, an early provider of these platforms, that really benefited us. And we've been involved in lots of conversations. I think actually hybrid and multi-cloud will be around for a while. I think that what will happen is we'll probably see a peak of cloud adoption. Then we'll possibly see things leveling off as people try and really understand where they need the power and the access to their assets before the next thing that comes along that sort of shakes the industry. But yeah, it's been a very interesting 12 months from an adoption point of view. From a provider, we've had on-prem platforms for years and years, and as you can imagine, getting on-prem kit in for a proof of concept, getting on-prem kit in for anything in good times is hard because people have no time. But this year, impossible. But in the UK and Europe, and we've even had some US customers, because we have a MatrixStore Cloud platform, people trying a POC is as simple as giving them user credentials and off they go. Right. So it's a very different dynamic. The paradigm is hugely different in terms of how quickly people can try something. And of course, if they like it, it's a sticky platform, as any sort of cloud storage platform is. And there's a huge amount of value there for them. So it only ever really grows then. Whereas getting that similar amount of capacity and workflow into an on-prem solution, more difficult in the last 12 months. So we've seen a ramping up of customers on the cloud side, a multi-cloud, and sort of a leveling off of customers on-prem for now.
Sure. Yeah. And you said it, and I think you're absolutely right, that the hybrid and multi-cloud will absolutely be around for quite a while, and we'll see sort of a up and a down and a leveling out. So in terms of you guys as a technology provider, what are the key platforms that you can offer that are going to enable people to live in that hybrid world for what's probably going to be quite a while?
Yeah, I think as well as the platforms, it's the company, right? And our partners that we work with. So when you go for cloud adoption, unless you are an NFL or an NHL, you probably don't have all the technical skills and DevOps skills to make a cloud platform work straight away.
Right.
When you take a solution from Object Matrix and our amazing network of reseller partners, you're actually getting our team to help you with your workflows and also support you through the process, which is something you don't get in a more public cloud environment. So actually being someone that you can work with, who gives you the VIP treatment as you're going through this and is there to support you, is actually really valuable, as well as having the tools that means you can media manage on-prem and in cloud, or move data to any cloud platform to give you that multi-cloud sort of guarantee that your data will be available. Because relying on a single cloud platform is generally not a good thing to do.
Right.
Because even the biggest ones can have regions go down. And if you don't have multi-region, you won't get your data. So we can help customers manage their media between their own cloud, on-prem stuff, and multi-cloud. And we have a number of tools. Vision is great for that media management. We have a tool called Move To, which is great at aging off content onto other cloud platforms as and when you need them. And those combined mean that if people are managing their archive from one single pane of glass like Vision, they can make commercial decisions about what to pull back from the public cloud,
Right.
based on an editorial and an economical sort of argument point.
Yeah, and I mean, like you said, most organizations don't have a massive IT department and a lot of IT intellect to make these type of decisions and have this type of knowledge. So that's where you guys come in. And if somebody is going to bring in a MatrixStore hybrid or something along those lines, you can do some hand holding, right, and make sure that you don't just leave them on an island and say, all right, here you go, go forth and prosper.
Oh no, I mean, yeah, it's very much a partnership. I guess it's quite cliche to say that, but it is quite a partnership. We help with workflows, and it's not just us. We've got certified engineers all over the globe through our channel partners, and so they're the sort of hands, eyes, and ears for us. And then we sort of back that up with a superb operations team that we have, and it is very much hand holding. So we all know that there are big sort of massive companies in our industry that dominate, whether it's on the vendor side or the broadcast side. But both of those sides have thousands of smaller companies, right? Small production companies, small vendors, small, and that SME market is not really well served by the big solutions that are on offer, right?
Sure.
They need more care and attention. And that's where Object Matrix fits perfectly for that SME model. And of course, we also have some extremely large customers as well. So we've been onboarding, like the BBC Wales has onboarded for a petabyte of cloud in the UK. A large tennis network, who we both know, has increased their MatrixStore Cloud footprint this month to double what they had. So it's a solution that fits all sizes, but still, it isn't just say, here's a bucket of storage, off you go. It's what workflows do you need? How can we help you integrate with one of our many great partners, whether it's Meol or Blackbird or Telestream, etc.
Sure. Yeah. Well, we all know that those in media and entertainment, and especially in sports, are pretty high maintenance, and they need some help rather than just, like you said, the large corporate solution that's off the shelf. And that's where you guys come in. So, Nick, it's always a pleasure, man. Really, really appreciate you taking the time. I'm sure we're going to have some more news coming from Object Matrix in the future. And like I said at the top, man, I hope we get to actually hang out in person soon.
Well, here's to you and I having a beer in New York at Christmas.
I hope so. Well, let's see the SVG Summit in December, hopefully in New York. Nick, great to see you, man. Thanks.
Thank you very much, Jason. Bye.